Hey guys! Well, I'm back to tell you about the Mounjaro journey. Oh gosh, that's part of it. I'll tell you about that in a sec. Um, so I started a little over a week ago. Yesterday I took my second shot and I have lost over 5 pounds in 1 week. But that's not the only thing that I did. I also basically cut out all sugar from my not all sugar, not like I eat fruit and a little juice here and there, stuff like that. I'll even have a little sugar. I had some ginger ale. So not 100%, but compared to what my intake was, just a little over a week ago, it's a uh, pretty drastic change for me. So I started the shot. I took the first shot over a little over a week ago on Monday, and then yesterday was Monday, and I took my second shot. But within that week, the first week, I lost over 5 pounds, along with the cutting out of most of the sugar. So I'm really happy about that. I'm kind of thrilled, honestly. And now I've had a few side effects that are, I would call minor. I had, after the first shot and after yesterday, I had like a sour stomach sort of, like where you're just kind of blah and just kind of not, I wouldn't even say queasy, but kind of queasy. And I even got like completely turned off to a couple of foods that normally I love, like broccoli. I can't even think about broccoli. It's almost like having morning sickness if you've ever had that. But it was really pretty mild. I never, actually threw up or anything. I just felt a little bit like off. And now yesterday, I took my second shot. And I had a big salad for dinner with chicken, and it was a really good salad. And then I went to bed, a few hours later, and I woke up in the middle of the night with kind of an upset stomach. And this is gross, but I burped, and I'm just going to say it was gross. It tasted gross, like the grossest burp I've ever burped in my entire life. So then I was like, oh my God, what is this? And so I just went ahead and got right on the internet and Googled, and turns out they're called sulfur burps, which is a super common side effect. What happens is tirzepatide, which is what I'm on, the Mounjaro, slows your digestion. So therefore, the food sits in your stomach longer than it normally would. It's really gross, but you might as well know if you're interested in this stuff. And so it, ferments and stays in there longer than normal, and then you burp, and gives off gases, and there's sulfur. It's gross. So I will tell you, I didn't sleep very good last night, but I did Google and I looked at Reddit, and all these people were like, yeah, do this, do that, try this, try that. Um, One lady said Pepto-Bismol did it for her. I knew I had Pepto-Bismol in the fridge, so I went and chugged about half a bottle. And I definitely think it made me feel better. And so then today, I got up this morning and somewhat better. Felt, I can tell it was, not as bad as it was last night. So, but they said to stay away from eggs, and usually I do have eggs in the morning. So today I just had toast. They said, it's sort of like when you have an upset stomach any other time. You like reach for, Tums, Pepto, toast, crackers, just super mild stuff. It's pretty much, it's the same kind of thing. And so far today, I had toast, and I did have some sugar-free coffee, and I feel pretty normal. I really do. Um, and then as far as my, but I definitely do have I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Um, and then I'm on the other hormones because GLP is a hormone, but this hormone, the other hormones I'm on are for hormone replacement therapy for menopause. And what I will say about that is I'm on the estradiol, it's an estrogen patch. And I also take progesterone at night, a pill. And what I will say is I just feel better. I don't feel like Superwoman or like I'm just this brand new person and I feel 25 again, blah, blah, blah. No, but I do feel better. It's noticeable. I just feel more, I just feel like I have more energy. Um, I think that probably the energy level is the most noticeable thing. And I just feel, I don't want to say younger, but I think that's kind of how it feels, a little bit younger than I was feeling before. And as far as like I've had a lot of issues with pain and inflammation, fibromyalgia. I've never been diagnosed with that, but it's similar. I just recently had a couple of pretty big things happen where I fell and bruised my ribs from vertigo, and then I hurt myself just by working, and I had the worst sciatica of my entire life. And this all happened right before I just started these new things. I feel like my body, because when you're younger, maybe I can put it like this: when I get out of the bed in the morning, I don't feel as achy and sore. That is definitely has lessened, and so that's really great. So far, man, so good. I definitely feel better. I lost over 5 pounds in 1 week. My side effects are very, very minimal. And so things are going well. And I just wanted to give an update. So my starting weight, I probably should take pictures. I haven't done that yet. My starting weight, which is hard for me to believe, but was 220, the absolute heaviest I've ever been in my life. And when I got on the scale this morning, it was like 202, or maybe in between 202 and 204. That was the first weigh of the morning, which is what I do. In the mornings, I weigh myself, and that's it. When I started a little over a Monday ago, it was 220. So, like I said, what was today? Maybe 212. In between, maybe 213. That's what I'll say. 213, maybe 214. So that's pretty good. I'm thrilled. So I will just keep you guys updated. And if you like this content, and I'm going to start, I'm going to try to do this weekly, just update how my progress goes with both the Mounjaro and the hormone replacement therapy, and then also quitting sugar for the most part, not 100%, but really, really super, super cut back. Kind of let you know how that goes, and also just trying to eat better in general. I probably said this before too. I'm also clean and sober for 2 years. I'm an alcoholic. I quit drinking and smoking both at the same time 2 years ago, New Year's Day on 2024. So that's going well as well. So I have a lot to talk about, a lot to share. And like I said, if you like this content, if you're interested, could you like and subscribe and comment for me? If you feel like it would help my channel grow. So thank you for watching, and I will check in with you guys next week. Bye.